Welcome, 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 welcome to Chatting It Up with Debbie T. Welcome my poo-poos, welcome my beautiful people, and welcome guys, welcome back to my channel. Today everyone, I have beautiful Celeste and handsome Kevin, and they are here to talk about their outreach that they did in different communities, underserved communities. And today, Celeste, I need you to tell me about Trenton. Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. Trenton seems to be recently close to our heart.
Okay.
As you know, we've been out there twice already within the last maybe month and a half. The first one we did was a Trenton Night Out, where we partnered with another ministry, as well as the Trenton Police Department.
Okay.
And then we did the trunk or treat in Trenton as well. And then there we partnered with the same ministry, but then the Trenton Fire Department there. So we're able to do bouncers and cotton candy and funnel cake and all these things we do for free.
Wow.
Never a charge when we go into
Never
the
a charge.
Never a charge.
Wow.
We believe that's something that we like to give back to the community, something that we can do. And it's a pleasure to see people who have never had maybe a funnel cake, never had a fried Oreo, and then you see the smile on their face. And to us, that's just serving in a way that we can do, and we do it with cheer.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. And Kevin,
Hey.
I know you've been to Brazil.
Several times over.
Okay.
I've been to Brazil maybe about 9 times.
Okay.
Staying there probably each time 3 to 4 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Do a lot of ministry out there,
Okay.
outreach, preaching in the favelas, doing a lot of things in the community.
Okay.
And that's where, I love to get out and to, do the best work I can.
Okay.
It's always in the community, never in-house.
All right. That's awesome. And Philadelphia. Philadelphia.
No said, right?
Okay, which one want to go? Which one to go to talk about Philadelphia?
I'll let him go
Okay,
first.
all right.
You go ahead.
Okay.
All right.
So your baby could go.
All right.
Okay,
So,
go ahead, baby. No, I'm just joking.
So when we went to Philadelphia, it was definitely a learning experience for me.
Okay.
And I want to give that glimpse first because never being in the city like that, growing up in the country, it was a whole new atmosphere that I had to evolve myself in.
Okay.
All right. But when we started there, it was basically like, it felt like it was in a comfort zone.
Okay.
Because it was doing something that I love to do.
All right.
And reaching out to the community, being there. And I can tell you where our church was, or where we were at the time, we were behind a crack house.
Oh, wow.
We were next to a drug addiction rehab center. And then on the opposite side were a lot of, unfortunately, the Section 8 were drug rehabs and cocaine addicts, heroin addicts, and predominantly homeless people. Was in the area that we were in.
Okay.
And again, being able to even reach those people, and the shelter that was next to us was predominantly all men. But being able to reach them in ways that only we could through the outreach and through the feeding and giving again for free, never a charge.
And you did that for several years.
And we did that for several years. I think 2.5 years we were in Philadelphia.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. And Camden. Okay. But before we continue, I just want to let my audience know, I don't know if Brother Kevin, Pastor Kevin, wants to, tell our, my viewers that he's also a pastor. What is your church called?
Well, we're Faith to Favor.
Okay.
As you can see, we believe that first you must have faith to obtain favor.
Okay.
And once you obtain favor, you'll see the blessings of God.
Okay.
So that's what we try to implement to
Okay.
people.
All right. So can you tell us about Camden?
Well, Camden, I believe that was the first stomping grounds of our outreach starting off. I've always had a passion for getting into, I would say, the worst parts of neighborhoods.
Yes.
You say Camden, you got the riverfront, you
Yes.
got all that other stuff like that people like to see. But I went and I like to go to where there's a lot of crime, a lot of people fighting drugs, and so forth and so on. Because if we're going to change, we first must change within self. We can't go and always talk about how we're going to change something without putting the words to it.
That's true.
I believe putting words to it, we can always put a conversation to anything.
Okay.
So
faith without works is dead. Can I?
Okay.
Okay.
There you go. Now, I got a lot of controversy.
Being a light in the dark.
Yes.
I got a lot of controversy from church folk.
Oh, wow.
That's where.
Okay, can we talk about that?
That's where it all starts. It all starts where people, they say they want to change. They say they want a better community, but then they're afraid.
All right.
You can't be afraid to get out there and want to change your society.
That's true.
You have to be the first partaker of whatever you believe in. So, I get out there, we get out there with a couple other people, and boom, we start an outreach. We start feeding, we start giving out cotton candy, we start, bringing games out for the kids. And
with your own money.
With our own money.
Own money.
And I ain't talking about church money.
Okay. No, not church money.
You can do that.
Money.
You can do that,
Yes.
but you got to do it on your own, with your own pocket. Ain't that something?
Right.
You raise an offering, you getting tired.
Oh my God.
And when it's time to put out the work, hey man, you might be taking the past the car payment, but I'm not going to go there. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be as real as I can.
Listen, this is called checking it out with everything. So we having we checking it out.
Keep it real as I can. Anytime you want to make a change with anybody, you first have to deal with what are you willing to give.
That's true.
And that's even with your own business, your own aspirations, everything like that. You have to be the first partaker. Without that, ain't nobody going to invest in you.
That's
even
true.
the Lord won't invest in you if you don't have no faith. Come on, you have to have faith enough to believe, number one, in yourself and in the gift that God gave you.
That's true.
So therefore, I'm not afraid or am not afraid to invest in what I believe. I believe if we're going to make a change, we have to invest in the changes.
That's true. That is true.
And I want to just interject because we were talking about our beginnings and talking about in Camden and we also had a beginning stage in Trenton as well. And to understand that when we had began those things, we didn't have the equipment that we have today. Okay. So I got to make it plain and clear. So we didn't have the things that you may see on our Facebook or video. So we didn't have any of that commercial supplies. I don't know if you guys ever seen the old JCPenney catalog, and it's $100 popcorn machine. And you try to wind it up and do that. That's where we started out. Then we started renting equipment here and there and renting bouncers here and there.
With our own money.
And then the fact of the matter is when, the Bible says that we have to be the lender, not the borrower.
That's
right?
True.
We got to be above and not beneath. So what ended up happening, we took that into heart and says we have to invest in our own equipment because every outreach that we can do, honestly, Debbie, can run between $3,500 to $5,000.
Wow, and that's still out of your pocket.
Exactly. Wow. So the Lord really blessed us to buy the 3 bouncers, to buy 3 cotton candy machines, 2 popcorn machines. And then we have different fryers for our funnel cake and fried Oreos, and that's all just the blessings of God and favor on our life.
And not to, but just to go back when she made mention that we did 2 outreaches in Trenton. 2 recent outreaches in Trenton. Because when we first started off, we just had a popcorn maker, like she was just saying. And we used to rent out the cotton candy maker, which when we started off then, it was maybe like we would spend for one outreach and a bouncer between just to rent that out was like $700-800. And we'll get, the more we try to add on, the more expensive it will get. So we were like, I can't be I can't be paying everybody to say. Then this was the kicker. You had brothers who were in the church, who had businesses, but yet you want to change the community, and you want me to throw the outreach, but yet I got to pay for the outreach, so I'm paying my brother and my friend. I'm sorry for touching you.
No, that's okay. We all family. We're family too.
I gotta pay somebody that says they have the same passion. When you saying I'm doing this for the Lord. And that's where I say, if you're gonna do it for the Lord, and they say, well, business is business. Yeah. Well, I also believe kingdom business is kingdom business.
That's true.
And when the Lord blesses me with the kingdom business, I'm gonna do it the kingdom way.
That's right.
So that's why we do it with the free. Yeah. You know, when we started off in Philadelphia, and go back to Philadelphia, when we started in Philadelphia, people were like she said, we were in a neighborhood where they didn't even know this place was a church.
Wow.
They walked by this place for years and years and years, and as soon as we hit the pavement, now I gotta give a shout out to my team.
Okay,
yes.
give
all
a
right,
shout
I'm gonna
out.
give it. Celeste, you want to yell out the team?
Yes. So to our team that has been with us for countless years, amen, since we've been doing this. So to Scott and Elizabeth Wallace, to Robert and Leah Combs, to Leticia Harper, to Sister Mother Martha Johnson or Councilwoman Johnson, to our daughter Eliza Johnson. Those have been the pinnacle portion of Faith to Favor and have rode this out with us since day one.
So where is Faith to Favor located?
Currently, we are in our first aid building right here in Allentown.
Okay.
So the address is 70 Route 526.
Allentown, New Jersey.
Not PA. You'll be up in the mountains somewhere. But Allentown, New Jersey. And our service starts at 12 p.m. And then we have a Bible study on Thursday nights via Facebook Live at 7:30.
Yes.
Okay. Well, guys, thank you for this wonderful interview.
Until
next time, everyone, thank you for watching. God bless.
God bless.
Bye.